Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my new segment, Chinese Zodiac Tarot. So today we are doing the snake. Now if you don't know your Chinese Zodiac signs, you can look them up on Google, and I'm going to put some links in the description box below. So this is for all people born in the year of the snake, and it is for mid-September through to mid-October. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Let's just give these cards a few more shuffles. For personal readings, you can email me at madameotarot@hotmail.com, and make sure to follow and like me on Instagram and Facebook, guys, to have your chance for a free reading. Okay, let's see what's going on with the snakes. People born in the year of the snake. Okay, snakes. There's definitely some spying going on. There's definitely some sort of communication. If it's not spying, then there's some sort of online communication. And whatever that communication is, you guys, it's leading to taking control of a particular situation. Okie dokie. Okay. Wow. Alrighty, snakes. Lots going on for you guys. So yeah, look, to start with, like I said, there's some sort of communication. You've got, and if it isn't already happening, it's coming in. You've got the Page of Swords. So here we have either you're spying on someone or they're spying on you, you know, watching each other through social media, watching each other through Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. And there's definitely some form of communication. You're going to find out something. And whatever it is you're going to find out is a truth. And once you find that out, it's clarifying something for you, because then you've got the Chariot. So you're taking charge at that point. You're taking charge of a situation or a decision or something that you've been thinking about. Now straight after that, we've got the Nine of Wands and we've got the Four of Cups. So with the Nine of Wands here, there is something that you've been working towards, or something that you've had on your mind that you want to achieve. And it's kind of like you feel like you've been working really hard, you've been battling really hard to make something happen, or you've been overthinking something to happen. And you feel like with this information that you're receiving and being in the position where you can take control, you feel like, okay, there's one last obstacle in the way that I need to get through in order to achieve whatever that is. And whatever it is, snakes, it has to do with you feeling unsatisfied with something in your life. Four of Cups. Feeling down. It could be with love, but you're feeling like a situation isn't good enough. It's not where you want it to be. That's not what you want. And with this Nine of Wands here saying, okay, there's one last obstacle that I need to get through in order to achieve whatever it is that I want. Yeah. It's almost like once you achieve what it is that you want, you feel like you're going to get out of that situation, that you feel like, okay, once I do this, I'll be happy. Once I do this, I'll be happy. Or once I do that, I'll be happy. And that might not make so much sense right now. It may not, take it as it resonates, guys. But it's certainly going to make sense with this communication or this message of truth that's coming in from either something that you find out or something that you will find out because somebody was watching you. So that's what's happening in the second half of September. Now, coming into October, you have a lot of endings, big endings. Now, this may very well be related to what's going on up here. But what I think it's more so is that you have an idea in your head that if you work to a certain way, if you work in a certain way, you can achieve something that you want, because right now you're bored and unsatisfied within a relationship, within a friendship, within something in your life. But I don't think that's the way the universe is going to play out, because straight after that, guys, beginning of October, snakes, you've got death and you've got the Tower. So something is most definitely ending, and it's ending because it wasn't stable. Now, it could be a thought, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship. But whatever it wasn't stable. And if it's not stable, it's going to crumble down. That's what's going on here. And it leaves you in a position of helplessness. 8 of Swords. It's not in your control. Over here, 9 of Wands, you feel like you know what you're doing. With the Chariot, with the 9 of Wands. Okay, I've got control of this situation. I've just got one more obstacle I've got to get through, and things are going to turn out great. But unfortunately, if things aren't great right now, they're not supposed to be. They're actually supposed to end, snakes. And the reason for that is because it wasn't stable from the beginning. We will definitely clarify to see what's going on here. But this also gives you a sense of helplessness, of being bound, because it's not in your control. However, guys, if something ends, it is meant to end to open doorways for things that are better to come. And then you have some beautiful things happening. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and you've got the Knight of Wands. So here we have a possible new relationship beginning, but we definitely have some sort of change, in the sense that not so much like a life change, but more like a gift is coming into you. Somebody's coming in, somebody very exciting, very passionate, very charming. And with them comes some sort of a gift. This could also be, say, a job offer that's coming through, because there is some sort of small fortune that comes with this lovely surprise at the end of mid-October. Let's do some clarification and see if we can work out this story a little bit clearer. Now, you could very well have been interested, if you're single, you could have been interested in somebody in particular, and then you just find out, they're not for you. Even if you're in a relationship, you could be finding out that there's somebody that you were trying to work at a relationship with, and it just wasn't working out. But it wasn't working out, snakes, because it wasn't meant to work out, is what I'm seeing here. It shouldn't be that hard, basically. You shouldn't have to work that hard to make it work. And the universe is going to be showing that to you beginning of October, or at least that's what it's telling me. It could be a little bit later than that. And it's going to show you that it wasn't meant to work out because it just wasn't stable. Okay, let's throw some clarifiers down. What's happening here? Page of, okay. So it may very well be a new love interest, Ace of Cups, that you were thinking about, that you were trying to start something with. And this is the communication that we're getting online. Perhaps the person likes you too. But perhaps for some reason, it just isn't meant to be. But like I said, things can change with clarifiers. The whole direction of this story could change with clarifiers. So there is a beginning of a romance that's coming through here. And there is you standing very strong, Nine of Pentacles, standing very strong, standing very independently, thinking that you can handle this situation and manipulate it the way you want to, thinking that you're able to do that because you're in a position of power, you're in a position that you can do that, and try to make it as great as you want it to be. Why is Death here? Why is Death here? Yeah, like I said, guys, you know, judgment. If it's not meant to last, it's not going to last. If it's an idea, it's crumbling down. If it's some form of a relationship that was going to start, it might not get off the ground for whatever reason. Let's see if we can find out. Why is this situation so unstable? Why is it unstable? It might not even be that there's a problem within the actual relationship. It might be outer influences that's causing it not to get off the ground. It could be a financial issue. There's a few pentacles coming up, so you could definitely be dealing with an animal, a zodiac animal that is wood-based or even earth-based. Or this could be you. You could be an earth snake, you could be a wood snake. But we're definitely talking about something to do with levels, status, luxury, you know, having enough finances for this situation to get off the ground. Because you have the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles talks about some small fortune coming in. But reflecting on the Tower, it could talk about an issue financially or an issue within status or levels. And I don't like to think that way. But the truth is it does happen. Sometimes there's an issue with, unfortunately, in the environment where some people, yeah, look, Nine of Wands again. It's come up again. It's like there's an issue stopping this working out, and it could relate to wealth, it could relate to power, it could relate to status. And it might not be that you even care about those things, but it might be pressure around you, or it could be that you do care about those things, but you just need somebody to you know, get their shit together. Okay, so you've got the Fool clarifying the Eight of Swords. Look, snakes, from what I can see that's happening here is there was some sort of a love interest, I think, or an idea, or, if it's not love, it's something else. But I really do think that it may be about love. And you're here, they're there, and for some reason, you can't be on the same page. You can't be on the same level. So because of that, and even though you're trying really, really, really hard, you're not able to make that happen. You're not able to make that blossom. So this situation is going to end. And once it does end, it leaves you in a position where you feel tired and you feel helpless. You have the Fool talking about new beginnings, new starts, it's almost like a whole new birth. But it can also be very scary, which is why we have the Eight of Swords here. It's like, okay, so I know that I've got to move on, but where the hell do I go? How do I do this? But don't forget, snakes, you're very, very, or you will be, very strong and very independent. Don't forget that you can stand on your own 2 feet. Don't forget that you can make something work for you. You can make your life work for you, even if the people in your life can't work with you. So even though it feels like you're helpless and bound, really positive things are coming your way. Look at this. So with this Queen of Pentacles and this Knight of Wands, this start to something really beautiful starting, this fresh start to excitement and say a better phase in your life, like a moderate increase in wealth. There's also a lot of fun coming with that, with the Knight of Wands. And it's going to make you feel really good and go, okay, I understand now why whatever happened and why it had to end. Because after that, you've got the Six of Wands. And this is public victory. This is success, and this is success in your environment. This is being acknowledged in your surroundings, in your environment, and people around you. For whatever reason, I think a lot of this has to do with your environment around you. Four of Pentacles, yeah. So there's definitely something that's very important to you and you're very protective of it. And for some reason, this supposed relationship or whatever this situation is that's going on, it affects something very important to you. With the Four of Pentacles, yeah, sure, we'll talk. We can refer to money. With all Pentacles, we refer to money. But like I always say, it's not necessarily about money, but it's definitely about something that's very important to you, that you value, and you don't want to let go of. And it's kind of like that's why you're stuck where you are. Four of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Cups tells me, well, look, I'm sort of stuck in this situation because there's something really important that I hold very dear to me, but I'm not satisfied in this situation. So like I said, even though you're trying very hard to make it better, at the end of the day, it's just going to die and it's going to come crumbling down because it wasn't stable in the beginning. It really wasn't. You just throw down one more, and then I want to look at the behavior element, atmosphere cards. Yeah, look at that. You go straight from a 9 to a 10, 10 of Wands. It's almost like at first you feel like, okay, if I just do one more thing, if I just do this, I can make this work out for me. And then you realize that you can't, that you've done everything you can. And with the 10 of Wands, there's definitely an ending there. There's maybe having taken on too much responsibility that you couldn't, hold on to. So you're sort of packing up. You're taking with you what is responsible for yourself and you're ending it. You're definitely ending something. There's an ending coming here. And then after that ending, there's a really lovely new beginning. There's wealth